Go.
Are you moving on there? Isn't it marvellous, the summer weather? You can't beat. Actually, for a split second there, I was thinking about the heat. It makes your mind forget that you're in Scotland. I hope you enjoyed that at home. But in the world of thermos, we call that a stunt. It's not very dangerous though. And obviously, if you get caught in the rain, you have to dry out your lovely flasks. This is a nice one, and topical. If you'd like to follow this flask, please. Over the step. Try not to crash into anything or trip up or have any accidents, because we're not insured. And here we have a special garden shed. And today's topic is really about growing food. And if you follow me, we're going to go through this, what is a shared garden in central Edinburgh. And we're going to see what people are growing at the moment. This way, please. I didn't tell you to film the table. You don't even have to do anything to grow berries. They just sort of grow themselves, or I don't know if they're berries or something. I don't know, apples. And each resident of the commune has their own sort of little patch. And there's lettuce here. I think this is cucumbers. This would be some kind of herb there, I expect. And these, of course, are oranges. Actually, I'm not sure, but I did see an orange earlier on. We'll come back to it later, because here's my own patch, and I just grow potatoes. You can see the other day, literally about a week ago, I dug up my first plant, and I'm now live on TV. So that's a golf ball. I don't quite know where that came from. Excuse me. Just hold on a minute. I say, I think these are off my tomato plant. Yeah, actually, can I just say that the golf episode is next week. You're in the wrong episode. Okay, so just go home. Sorry about that. Are you all right, camera person? I saw that hitting you right on the chin there. So golf is a dangerous game. Most things are dangerous. Now, this freshly sharpened garden fork is ideal for digging up my second potato plant, which is somewhere under here. Obviously, I think it's there. Check this out. This is exciting. This is my favourite thing, apart from thermoses. This is my favourite thing in the whole wide world. And under here, hopefully, should be. It's just. Oh, there's a rotten one. Look, 1, two. And that's a nice big one, you see. A lot of people are leaving it till later to get that bigger, but that's nothing. Just watch this, right? I hope you're finding this enjoyable and exciting at home. Right, let's have a look now. Of course, this is a sort of motif for farming and food production. I'll just leave that there. And of course, did you know that if we carry on, I'm sure you did know that if we carry on farming the modern way, the industrial way, there won't be any, the soil won't support any growing in 30 years' time. But I'll come back to that. Fun fact, number 7. Yeah, this is quite an impressive haul, isn't it? I've got 3 potatoes there, which isn't actually very good at all. Just check. I like doing this with my hands. I feel like I'm on a gardening show. All right, there's another one. There's another one. Right, so that's not too bad. That's certainly, obviously I wouldn't eat them like this. I would clean them first. So I can hear some of museum fans clapping and cheering at home. This here is, you probably noticed, a rather aggressive golfer. This is somebody he actually killed the other day. We'll head back towards the orange that I referred to earlier, because I've got another fun fact for you. Apples, by the way, just starting there. People. Oh, speaking louder. Yes, I can speak louder. Here's al fresco. It's called. It's what they do in Spain and Italy and that. They eat al fresco. They get a bit traumatised and they come here. This is, I don't believe it. I cannot believe what I've done. This is really annoying. I've put the stamps somewhere. I actually bought it's quite expensive, a pack of 6 second-class stamps. The point is, you stick a stamp on an orange or an apple, and you then are able to see the amount of farming land on the planet. It's quite a small sort of ratio. I thought you'd like that. Flasks, ever flexible, they can be used as vases or vases. And over here we show you how to cultivate a flask. Now you can probably, I don't know if you can focus in on that. That's a little seedling. And then from that you go to a sort of, now we've definitely got an established flask sort of thing there. And if you can look over here, it's a sort of what we call in the trade, teenage flask there. And then really you're getting onto what we call a normal flask. I don't know if you can see that there amongst the shrubbery there. And I do declare that I've forgotten about our special intermission. So if you could just follow me. Do sit down. Actually, no, I wouldn't sit down on that if I were you. We always like to do a little intermission to show you how my book's progressing. And the book in question is about alcohol. So can you see that, camera person? And I'll do a voiceover. Okay, you ready? There's only one drink better than a gin and tonic. And that's champagne. Within minutes, you will talk, whether you want to or not, to your least favourite relative at a wedding you tried to avoid. So that's just one little chapter there of the book. The thing about the alcohol book, I've probably got about 50 pages. It's been going a long time, and it's a reflection of my own, how I'd like to drink less. But the trouble is, so far, it's completely positive about alcohol. It doesn't say anything negative about alcohol, and I am hoping that it gets round to that. So we were showing you how to grow a flask yourself, to say obviously you don't have to spend money buying one. Forgot to tell you about this as well. These two cups are insulated, and they might look completely scaggy to you, but these are the last two in existence. Insulated plastic picnic mugs made by Thermos in the 1960s, and a sign of their good quality is that even with cracks in them, they're still holding the liquid, which is quite impressive. I mean, that's ice cold. That's held that liquid for days, actually days. So I think we were at the sort of teenage stage of the flask. Here's a nice sort of young flask. But if you really want your flask to grow, you need compost. Compost is the secret. So you need to feed your lovely grass clippings make very good compost. But you think that's a big flask, but look at this one over here. This is what happens if you're a really good gardener. And this is so heavy, it actually has to be barrowed about. So there's actually no point in having a handle, and it's practically useless, really. It's what we call a stationary flask, can only be used for non-mobile applications. I think what we'll do is we'll have a look in the shed, and because you're probably wondering, well, what goes on in sheds? This is the kind of thing that goes on in a modern shed. Still on the subject of extremely large thermos flasks, over here we do have proof of what many people never believed was true. But look at this, the world's largest thermos flask. It's so large that the weight has sunk it through into the ground, and there's only the top cap actually visible. Now, if you just look over the wall, you may see something. That was the ghost mower. It wasn't very good, was it?